Hey, this is Shannon Holton, Real Salty Dietitian and owner of Sound Growth Nutrition and Wellness. And this is the first week, full week of National Nutrition Month. March is National Nutrition Month. And today I want to talk a little bit about the theme and how it can apply in our daily lives. The theme for this year is From Farm to Table, and the focus is on sustainability. A lot of people think of that word and they think of recycling, or they think about things that save the planet, and they don't necessarily connect it to food or daily activities that you can do that would help with sustainability in the bigger scheme of things. The first thing I always think about is choosing a meatless day of the week. You know, have a grilled cheese night, or choose to do a vegetable stir fry, and avoiding meat one day a week. We do know that most Americans consume more meat products than they actually need to. I did a video earlier on portion sizes using your hands, and we know that the palm of your hand, depending on your age, every age is the palm of your hand, is the size of meat or protein that you really need to have. But I would say if you go to most restaurants or go to the grocery store and purchase a steak, they're most often bigger than the palm of your hand. So we know that we're consuming more meat. So choosing one day of the week to be meatless can kind of help to make up for some of that. Meal planning is also another great way to support sustainability. And the reason that is you're buying exactly what you need for your menu. I implemented this a few years ago in my house. It really only has been a few years since I've done this, even though, I am a dietitian. And I have found that it makes my grocery bill a lot cheaper. I waste a lot less food because I'm buying exactly what I need for the week based on the menu that I've planned. And that really makes my pocketbook feel good, but it also makes me feel good that I'm not buying a bunch of stuff that's sitting around in the fridge and then potentially going bad because I decided that I didn't really want to cook that. A leftover night is another great way to incorporate that in your home. You might make meals Sunday through Wednesday and then pause for a leftover night on Thursday so that you can kind of clear things out and avoid throwing away more food than you need to. I do that at my house, and some weeks we actually end up doing 2 leftover nights because we just will build up depending on what I'm cooking. Another option is making sure that you buy in season. So when you're thinking about your produce and your fruits and vegetables, buying things that are in season are going to be more cost effective. And cost effectiveness and food pricing, food insecurity is an aspect of sustainability in the bigger picture. So if you don't live somewhere where there's in season around year round, of course that's not going to be feasible. But thinking about that during the summer months, buying local, buying things that are in season so that you're utilizing products that are going to contribute to your economy and your community. And then the last thing, and this one can get a little dicey. I have arguments with my family about this some, but looking at things in expiration dates and best by dates, and what does that mean? Foods that have a date on them are generally best by in the grocery store, meaning that it's most optimal if you buy it by the date that's printed on the package. That doesn't mean that it's bad. If it's past that date, generally, especially with canned products and things like that, you can use it quite some time past that best by date. In terms of other things, thinking about meat and produce, I do tend to look for clearance meats. I think that's an aspect of sustainability that is not often thought about. That buying meat on the clearance section means that it's not going to get thrown away because the store won't keep it past the best by date. But at home, you can put it in your freezer and it's good for several months after that. And you can incorporate it into your meal planning, which will then make your grocery bill less, in another week or two when you decide to use that product on your food. Same with vegetables. If they're vegetables that can be frozen, if they're vegetables that can be chopped, cooked, and then frozen, buying things on clearance or reduced just means that you're saving that from going into a dumpster, which contributes to sustainability. That is my interpretation and kind of my words to share about real life ways to apply sustainability in your own home. And just a note as far as business updates, I did want to share that I do have a free trial visit posted on my website, so you can take the opportunity to have a free trial, see if it will work for you. If you know somebody that could benefit, see if it's a good fit. I do think it's important to have, just like you would with any other counselor or therapist, a good fit when you're meeting with a dietitian. Lastly, I am working on making it so that I can see patients in Michigan as well as North Carolina. Michigan currently does not have licensure, which is kind of a big deal. It's one of the only states that doesn't have licensure for dietitians, so it is a little bit more tricky to navigate the world of nutritionists and dietitians in Michigan. And so obviously I'm advocating for that, and will gladly get my license once they are able to get licensure approved. But in the meantime, I have a message out that I'm waiting for an answer back just to verify, and hopefully soon, by next week, I should be able to take patients or clients from Michigan to do virtual visits, as well as my practice here in North Carolina. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you on Friday for my Fun Research Friday.